What's been exciting for me the last 23 years is to watch all the people I've been associated with make those changes. Some of the changes were awkward and difficult, and some of the changes were rather severe. But sure enough, we've developed the Chairman's Club now, and the President's team, and the Tabulator team, and all of you. Your refinement made it possible for you to be here. How you think and what you do and how you act and the person that you are. Here's the rest of my list. Don't hesitate to face your fears. See if you can't overcome them. Next, exercise your willpower to change direction. Key phrase that helped me, direction determines destination. It's a big mistake to walk north hoping you'll arrive south. Next is to admit your mistakes, correct them as soon as possible. Two of the best words to use in your life is I'm sorry if you've made a mistake in your language, if you've made a mistake in your relationship with someone. I'm sorry can work the miracle of starting a new relationship. Next is to refine your goals. Some of you have got a short list. By the time you leave here, hopefully your list is longer and longer. Next, we could all use a little help in coaching, which means pray for wisdom so that you'll have the answers to people's questions this year that you didn't have last year. You'll be better equipped to give those answers next year versus this year. Next, protect your family. That's part of what Herbalife is all about, to gather the resources, not only the good health from the products, not only the influence from association with other Herbalife distributors and meetings and organization and all of that, but to protect your family in the future, build a financial wall around them nothing can get through. Live with intensity. Call all of your emotional resources and invest those in this splendid idea of product and opportunity. Next is try to find your place. A place that could continually change as you grow and develop. When I first started, I wouldn't have been invited to be on this stage with this many people to listen, take notes. I was not ready. It took me all of these years to get ready for this moment, for this place, for this time. I have found a unique place in Herbalife. I've been around now for a long time. Coming September, the year will be, for me, number 73. But what an incredible place I have found here, Herbalife. Thank you. Next, I would ask you to welcome the disciplines. It's the disciplines that make the creative power of what you think and what you want and what you dream and what you plan. Now the disciplines is what makes those into realities. Don't leave them just hopes and dreams and wishes. Part of the purpose for this extravaganza is to show you how to turn your own reaction, your own excitement, your own enthusiasm into productivity. Activity and productivity. Count the cost. I had to redo some of my goals. Some of the things I went for in the beginning cost me too much. If I would have known what it was going to cost, I never would have paid. Next, fight for what's right. Keep looking for the possibilities. Ignore the gossip and the rumors coming from so many countries, so many walks of life. There's bound to be rumors and gossip. Ignore the silly. Ignore the pessimistic. Ignore the shallow and the cheap. Don't let it be an influence. Here's one that's important. Resist the temptation to cross the line. Next, refuse to be a victim of circumstances. Refuse to be a victim of liars and evil. But here's the most sensitive: refuse to be a victim of yourself. Beware of the thief on the street that's after your purse, but also beware of the thief in your mind that's after your promise. What is that little voice that says you're too short, you're too tall, you're too old, you've never done it before, what makes you think you can do it now? You must resist that with all vigor. Next is to prepare for the challenge. We're going to face them. They're going to come. We've had them in Herbalife. The company was saved in 1983 and 1984 by the wisdom and the resources of Mark Hughes, who'd paid his taxes and had the money to put back in when the company faced its challenges. Now Herbalife is here, thanks to Mark Hughes, who made the March on Washington and made sure that the idea that he had was preserved. And I'm sure Michael Johnson, as well as Mark Hughes, who started it all, have made the pledge to preserve, protect, and defend Herbalife and its ideals, and its philosophy, and its products, and its possibilities for the future. Here's one more: attend all the meetings. You never know which one is going to change your life forever. You can't pick the one that's going to be life-changing. You just have to go to every one you possibly can, qualify for everything. One meeting may seem rather ordinary, one presentation may seem rather standard, and then you attend another meeting and it's life-changing and you're never the same again. Remember that. Even the small little meetings at home. Don't be saying, I've heard all of that, I don't need to go. Go one more time, listen to one more story. Somebody's heartfelt, inspirational story could be the means of changing your life. You'll never be the same again. Next, inspire your inner circle, your friends, your associates, your family, those people that are on that inner circle that give you the inspiration to become successful and wealthy, powerful, sophisticated, unique, influential. Sit on your ego. Don't let it destroy you for the future. Learn to laugh at yourself. Here's one that saved my life: kick the worry habit. Stay on track. All distractions are equal. Sleep with satisfaction. Pray for the poor, the lost children, the disadvantaged, the victims. Read more poetry, taste more wine, visit the lonely, kiss the babies and play with the children, embrace your friends, dance for joy. If you've got some differences with other leaders within the Herbalife company, I would ask you to settle those differences. In the interest of future, in the interest of doing the billions we want to do. Because when top leaders don't work together, I'm telling you, it is incredibly costly to the whole company. When it's costly to the whole company, it's costly to each individual organization. But if we work together, all of that can be taken care of. Even if you've got some differences, find something you have in common and see if you can't work together, while then you work on settling those differences. If Marcus Lehman and Alan Lorenz had not settled their confrontation years ago of personal and business philosophy, it would have cost Herbalife at least $500 million. But the fact that they got together those years ago and started working together as powerful leaders in Herbalife, that $500 million now belongs to all the Herbalife family because they settled their differences and worked together.